Okay, so I'm back out here again today with this Rolleiflex 3.5. I picked this up recently and I've only shot one roll for it so far, and that was just a quick test to make sure that the functions are working all properly. I've got it loaded up with some Kodak T-Max 100 today. As you know, in my previous videos, that is one of my favourite film stocks in 35mm, and I do quite like it in 120 as well. So I've opted to load up a roll of that today. I'm going to have a little wander around Holland Haven Nature Reserve, and then perhaps later on we'll come back down here onto the seafront to do some seascapes with this fantastic camera from the early 50s. Alright, let's see what we get. 13. Alright. I think we're going to go with 100th of a second f11. Okay, this one's going to be at f11, 100th of a second again, just like that first frame that we took earlier on of the tree. Just need to have a little wander around and see if there's a composition that I like. Really don't want that telegraph pole to be visible in the frame, but I don't think there's too much that I can do about it in these circumstances. Okay, that's the second frame of the day. Okay, so I found my next subject that I'm going to photograph here today. I just came across this tree and it's surrounded by daisies littered across the field, and it creates quite a nice contrast with that white against the sort of dark tree here. What I think I'll do is get down quite low for this one and sort of shoot up towards the tree, and that way the sky should fill out quite a lot of the background, and that should create some nice negative space. There's also some nice details on this tree. Someone's left a little wooden heart there with a little message on it, and it's small details like that that can often make a photograph. Okay, so this one's going to be f11, 100th of a second again. The lighting isn't really changing too much today, and there's not really too much cloud, so it is just full sun. So I've came down off the nature reserve now onto the seafront, and I'm going to do some seascapes with the last few frames that I've got in the Rolleiflex today. I've came across this great scene here. The tide's gone out and it's left this amazing texture in the sand, and there's reflections that lead up towards that rock in the background. This should suit the square format really nice as well. There's plenty of different compositions that I found here. This is proving to be quite the subject to photograph. You can often find really nice compositions and leading lines in these marks that get left in the sand as the tide goes out. There's plenty of people out enjoying the seaside, as often is the case in Essex. When these cameras were made in the early 50s, there were quite a few different lens options available with the 3.5s. Mine's the Carl Zeiss Tessar. There was also the Schneider Xenar, and I think there was another one as well. I can't quite remember what the name of that one was. There are plenty of people out there that are keyed up on these Rolleiflex cameras. There's plenty of different models, and to be honest, it can get quite confusing when you're researching these cameras, figuring out which one that you've got. Luckily, there's plenty of databases out there with the serial numbers, and you can use that to identify which camera you have. I do have plenty of content planned in the upcoming weeks. I recently started doing my own cyanotypes, and I will be selling those in the future, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably do a video on how to make those in the near future. And of course, I do have plenty of content coming up with the Eco Ideal, that fantastic large format camera from the early 1920s. And I've even still got some of those Ilford FP4 plates to shoot as well. And as we come into the summer, there should be plenty of subjects to photograph here in Essex. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.